Imagine this. You wake up one morning, check your phone, and boom, you just made money while you were sleeping. Sounds like magic, right? Well, that's exactly what the stock market can do for you. As Warren Buffett famously said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. In this video, I'm going to break down the stock market in the simplest way possible. I'll break it down as if I am chatting with a curious 10-year-old, making it so simple that anyone can understand. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how the stock market works and how you can get started. Plus, stick around until the end because I'll show you exactly how to buy and sell a stock step by step. Hey everyone, I'm Jake. I created this channel to empower you to unlock your financial potential. My goal is to break down investing into simple, easy to understand, actionable steps. Let's dive in. Let's start with the most basic question. Why should you invest? Ever feel like you're stuck on a never-ending treadmill, running, but never really getting ahead, like a hamster trapped in a wheel? You're working day in and day out, yet your financial freedom remains just out of reach. One way to break that cycle is by investing in the stock market. Investing in the stock market is like finding a secret door off that treadmill, offering you a pathway to break free and achieve real financial freedom. Think of the stock market like a giant farmer's market. Instead of fruits and veggies, companies sell tiny pieces of their business called stocks to people like you and me. When you buy a stock, you own a small part of that company. If the company does well, the value of that stock goes up. And if the company doesn't do well, the value of the stock goes down. Simple, right? Let me explain with an example. This is the Apple stock. So let's look at some general information here. So right here, this is the price for what the Apple stock is trading at. So another way to look at it, if I want to own one share of Apple, I will have to pay $190.45. Okay. So this is the price for one share of Apple stock. So let's just say if you want to own 2 shares of Apple stock, that'd be that $190.46 times 2. 3 share, same thing, the price times 3. So I think you got the point. But this is basically, since it's the price of one share, it goes up and down during the hours that the market is open and the Apple stock is trading. Let's see if we can find out some more information about the stock. So if I look at it here, right here, it tells me the Apple stock is down 3.33% today. Okay. And then right here, these are the charts. So this is the 1-day chart, the 5-day, 1 month, 6 month, year to date, 1 year. So if we look at 1 year, we can see the Apple stock is up 14.81%. Okay. And then 5 years, we can see it's 169%. Okay. So, and then I can kind of move my mouse around here and kind of see, generally speaking, the price for each day. So as I kind of move my mouse around, it tells me, like on September 9th, September 9, 2022, Apple was trading for $157.37. So that's how you can kind of see the price. Okay. Then I can go in the max, which basically when the stock became available to trade to the general public. Okay. So I can kind of see in 2015 or 2014 right here, November 14, 2014, Apple was trading at $28.55. But currently it's at $190. So that's how you can get the general information about the stock. Let's look at one more example. Let's go to the Amazon stock. So This is the Amazon stock, right? So we just learned how we can kind of see the price, right? So again, the same concept. The Amazon stock currently is trading at $465.56, right? So this is the price for one share, okay? That doesn't mean you have to buy one share. I'm going to show you later towards the end of the video when we go into the step-by-step demonstration that you can actually start investing with as little as $1. So you don't even have to have enough money to be able to buy one full share of the stock. But I'll show you that later. But same concept, $165.54, one share of Amazon, right? So if I want to own two shares, would be 2 times 165.54. And if we look at it here, we can see that Amazon stock is down 4.10% today. Okay. Same thing. I can see 1 year, Amazon is actually down 6.60%. Okay. 5 year, Amazon is up 37.36%. Now I know what you might be thinking. So how do people actually make money? There are two main ways. First way is by buying low and selling high. You buy a stock when it's cheap and sell it later when it's worth more. That's called capital gains. Imagine you would have bought Apple stock on November 19, 2024 when it was only trading for 99 cents, right? Imagine you would have bought 1,000 shares that day and today you could sold them for $191.02. So over a long period of time, you would have made a lot of money, and that's exactly how it kind of works for buying low, selling high. But that's an extreme example, right? Because you would have held the stock for over a very long period of time. You can also make some short-term gains too. So for instance, we can go in 1 month. Let's just say you would have bought Apple on April 8th for $172 roughly, right? And today you could have sold it for $190. That's how the general concept kind of works, buying low and selling high. Second way is by dividends. Some company actually pay you a part of their profit just for holding their stock. It's like getting free money. Let's look at Coca-Cola stock. Coca-Cola stock currently trading for $72.15. And Coca-Cola stock is actually one of those stocks that pays a dividend. Coca-Cola currently have a dividend yield of 2.83%, which means just for owning the stock, I will make a 2.83% of dividend every year. Now you might be thinking, but Jake, what if I lose money? That's a great question. Every investment comes with its risk. The stock goes up and down. It's like a roller coaster, but historically, it has always gone up over a long term. The key is patience and knowing what you're investing in and doing your research. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy only when others are fearful." In simple terms, what Warren Buffett is saying is don't follow the crowd. When everyone is super excited and stock prices are going crazy, people get greedy, and it's usually not the best time to buy. When people are scared, selling everything, prices drop. That's when the smart investor look for opportunities. It's all about keeping your cool when others are losing theirs. So next time you see the market crashing and the news is full of panic, remember Warren Buffett advised there might be a chance to buy great companies at a discount. To further ease the ride, you can also consider to invest in ETFs, which stand for Exchange Traded Funds. They're like a basket filled with a variety of stocks, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. One popular ETF is VOO, tracking the S&P 500. the 500 biggest companies in America, offering you broad market exposure without the guesswork of picking individual stocks. Now we look at an ETF example. Okay, for this, we'll go on Yahoo Finance. As you can kind of see the web address here. If you want to follow along, you can go there, and then on the search, I'm just going to type VOO, which is right here. Show me it's the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So I'm just going to click on it. All right. Now you can see this right here is telling me when I'm looking at Vanguard S&P 500 ETF VOO. Currently, VOO is trading for, the price is $467.67. The same concept as we kind of looked at the chart. I can see 1 year chart, and then 5 years, and then kind of like max or all. Okay, so that's where you can see the same concept when we were looking at the stock. Like you could have bought VOO, for instance, in 2013 when it was kind of trading for $106.98, and today it's $467. So same concept. So the bigger difference in the VOO is if we kind of scroll down, we can kind of see the holding in VOO. Remember, I just explained that the ETF is more like a basket of stocks, right? So this specific basket for S&P 500 contained the 500 largest company in the United States. So by looking at here, I can see the top 10 holding in VOO are these right here at the very bottom: the Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, you know, some big names, Tesla. I'm sure you heard about these companies. And then I can look at the percentages too. Like Apple, if I buy 1 share of VOO, right, that 1 share out of that 100%, 7% would be invested in Apple and 5.88% in Microsoft. Okay. And then we can also see the top 10 holding in VOO is the percentage of 33.62%. So out of your 100%, 33% roughly will be invested just in the top 10 companies. And the rest of that 100%, whatever is left, would be invested in the other companies. That's how the ETF works. But if you want to learn more about the ETF, just let me know in the comment section below. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe for more simple investing insights. And drop a comment below and let me know which topics would you love to see next. All right, so how can you start investing today? I'll walk you through the basics using Robinhood. But if you use a different platform, no worries. The process is pretty similar. I personally use Robinhood because I think it's super beginners friendly and easy to navigate. Right now, they're also running a promotion. If you sign up using my link in the description below, Robinhood will give you a specified dollar amount, anywhere between $5 and $200, to pick your gift stock from the list of Americans' 20 leading companies. So check out the link in the description below to learn more about it. This is Robinhood. So once you have signed up for an account using my link in the description, this is where it will take you. So this is the homepage. And once you have transferred money from your bank account, so you have money available to trade stocks, this is where it'll show you your balance. You can buy these stocks or ETF on Robinhood. So let's look at an example. Let's just say if perhaps I wanted to buy VOO, what we talked about. So I go right here in the search area and I'm going to type VOO, and I see it's right here. It popped up, VOO Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Let's click on it. So the platform is very user friendly, just like we looked at some other examples. Same way, you have a 1 week chart, 3 month, 1 year, 5 year, and max. So same concept. And as you kind of move around through this chart, I can kind of see, for instance, on September 30th, 2011, VU was trading for $103 and today is $468. So same concept. Over here, you could buy the VU in dollar amount, just like we talked about it, that you don't have to have a full share to be able to buy. And you can also buy in full share. Okay. So this is the example for an ETF. But let's just say, what if I wanted to buy a stock? What if I want to buy Apple? So I can come here on the search again, and this time I'm going to type Apple. Okay. So as you see, as I type the Apple stock come up here, Apple. So I'm going to click on it. Okay. So just like VU, same concept. I can see the 1-year chart, 5-year chart, max, right? I can see you on April 30th, 2012. Apple was only trading for $20. Can you imagine if you would have bought a lot of shares? You know, it's literally like what, 13 years ago, less than even 13 years ago, right? If you would have bought it, you would have made a lot of money. Yeah. So that's just the power of investing. I'm sure you can already see that, and I can almost hear your excitement, right? But let's dive in on actually how we're gonna place the order to buy and sell. So for this tutorial, let's just buy Apple. So I can buy a share of Apple, right? If I just type 1, it will automatically calculate my price that I'm gonna pay, because currently Apple is trading for $190.73. So as you see, because Apple is currently trading in the market hour, so that's why the price fluctuates by a couple of cents every few seconds. I want to show everybody that today you can actually take the steps to become an investor. And I know not everybody just have $190 just sitting there to invest. And you should start slow. So you kind of learn, start slow, and then kind of hold it for the long term. So let me show you. We're actually going to buy in dollar amount, and we're going to buy for $1, because I really want to show everybody that everybody can get started. If you just have $1 today to invest, you can get started. All right, so we're buying, as you see, by order for $1 worth of Apple, and Apple is currently trading at for this price. Okay, so it's telling me my estimated quantity of stock, because I'm not going to hold one full share, right? So by $1, however they did the math, this is how much I would end up owing in share quantity. Okay, so we'll click on review order, and then we'll click on buy. And just like that, it showed me that your order to buy $1 worth of Apple is complete. And I am an owner of $1 of Apple share. Okay, so you can click on done. If you go back on the home page right here, you can see the Apple is showing up under my stocks, because I now actually own Apple. So if I click on it, I can see that my market value of Apple is $1, and it's already up by 0.11%. So now we want to sell Apple. So right here, where it said buy Apple, I'm going to click on actually sell Apple. So now it's a sell order instead of the buy order. And now, if you have multiple shares, that's where you can choose it. Or you can also say, like, only have $1 available, so I can say sell all. Or you can just type $1. Okay. And now we're going to click on review order. And it's just basically asking, you sure you want to sell your Apple stock? And I'm going to say yes. And review order again. And sell. And boom, just like that, we sold the Apple stock. And now you have officially became an investor, because you just learned how to buy and sell stocks. Investing isn't just about chasing quick profits. It's about setting the stage for a more secure future. By putting your money into assets that appreciate over time, you're not just saving, you're growing your wealth. Think of it as planting a seed that, with care and time, would flourish into a tree, providing shade and fruits for years to come. Until next time, invest wisely and take the first step towards your financial freedom. Happy investing.